Right, one to Sagittarius. I may have to go and get water. In fact, I will go and get water because my voice is gone today. Why would you write stuff like that on here? That's so gross. There could be kids in here. There shouldn't be because it's like 18 plus, but it doesn't mean you can write like smutty stuff. You know, like, this is why I don't show my face on the channel, because I'm a teacher and I don't want the students to know that I have a channel. But can you imagine the things that people would say if they could see your face? Like, you've got a pair of hands and you're still like whiling over it. Let me just get some water because my voice is going to go. Hi, Jason. What did you say in the text? Well, this back, but yeah. So I'm thinking she's where is she? She leaving like after 5. She's Scotland. Yeah, because of that reason. They need Let me close that because it's live. Yeah. sorry for keeping you waiting. Just communicating about arrangements with the children and stuff like that. Right, let's get on with the Sagittarius reading. I've got my water. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius' highest good. How is Sagittarius feeling in the second week of October 2025? With regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in. I've scrolled up. Yeah, it's bizarre. Okay, so 3 cards for how Sagittarius is feeling, first of all. I say there could be kids on here, even though I've always put like it's not for kids, because they do come in sometimes, so it shouldn't be writing stuff like that. The 7 of Cups reversed. Okay, Sagittarius. If the 7 of Cups was upright, you would be assessing your options. Okay, you'd be at a crossroads, blank canvas. What do I want for myself? Okay, what is my future? What does that look like? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, you know, it's water energy, it's feelings, emotions, but it's thinking about what you want for yourself going forward. So you could find yourself a bit of a crossroads. Maybe you've come out of a divorce, come out of a relationship. Sometimes people are doing this from within a relationship or a marriage. Okay. When it's reversed, those dreams and the time spent having those thoughts crosses over into delusion and fantasy, because we're more comfortable thinking about what we want things to be like than what things are currently like. So it's kind of the amount of time spent thinking and imagining the future. We've had a few weirdos in today, Cameron. The Emperor and... Ooh, okay. Sagittarius, you are showing up in a leadership energy. The Emperor is the highest status in the tarot deck. So whether you're male or female, you are in like serious boss mode right now. Look at the ram heads on here, like serious Aries energy, like I'm in control. I'm numero uno. All 4 kings, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. You're doing it from a balanced place. You're not the Emperor reverse. You're not overbearing. You're just in control. You know? This is a planning phase. This is like, do I want A or B? Do I go left or right? Should I stay? Should I go? Whatever it is that you're making decisions about, this is a planning phase, okay? Serious, like, contemplation on the future, but you've got options, okay? You know you've got options. You're sitting pretty financially. You are clever. You are accomplished. You are patient. You know, you'll wait for the right time. You'll wait for what you want. You're understanding. You've got good empathy. And you are a go-getter. You know, you're the archer. So This is your jazz, like sitting there, like thinking, what do I want for myself? And then I'm going to pivot and I'm going to go for it. Okay. Pulling that arrow back, ready to shoot. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So you could be actively dating already. Thanks for popping in. Absolutely fine if people have to go and get on. You can always come back to the live, or you'll see it posted anyway separately in the next few days. Knight of Pentacles is someone that's dating with a view to commitment. Okay, so you're not dating to just get laid. You're not dating to just feel like in love with someone. You're dating because you want to be in love, but you want to make a life with someone. You want to build with someone. This is increments with time, money, and energy. And the intention is, you know, to build and grow and have like a stable home where the two of you are in it together. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see who's coming up for you. You could be dating someone, you could be dealing with someone, or you could be manifesting someone in the future. I'd say you already started dating someone now, or going on dates. But you know, if you're the Emperor, you need like someone who's a serious contender. You could be married, you could have kids, you could have a property, a car, you could, you know, have your own business or have a very high-powered job. You could be retired. The Six of Wands reverse. So someone is showing up for you and they feel ignored or they feel like unsuccessful. When it's upright, it's success, it's victory, it's recognition, it's being celebrated for what you've achieved. Usually in a love reading, I'd take that as, you know, my partner showering me with attention, you know, telling me nice things, like they love to look at me, they like to spend time with me. When it's reversed, it's like someone feels ignored, someone feels unsuccessful, or like wallpaper, you know. Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this person's not looking to invest anywhere right now. Maybe they've been unsuccessful with some sort of venture, or they're not aware that anyone's like noticed it. You know, sometimes you don't know that people are vibing off you in that way, and you're just low in confidence, or you're not kind of, you haven't got your ducks in a row, so why would you put yourself out there? Like they're not looking, they're certainly not looking for commitment. Hi Lindy Queen. Okay, we have got that's changed. Okay, that was the case. Now it's become, I want commitment, I want to date someone. However, it's got to be 50-50. It's got to be 50-50. Okay, I want someone who's going to be reciprocal. 6 is an even number. 6 is 3 pentacles from you, 3 pentacles from them. Okay, I need equal time, money, and energy from my person that I next date. So, actually, one of those was yours, wasn't it? Sorry, one of those was yours. Why would they get that by themselves, though? It does basically mean that, doesn't it? It does basically mean that they want balance, reciprocity. It still means the same. You're actually mirroring each other in terms of what you now want. Perhaps they put their pentacle in the wrong place. You know what that sometimes means, the Page of Pentacles reverse, is they've withdrawn their investment from somewhere else. They've withdrawn their investment from another connection. And now they want something that's fair, something that's just, something that's equal. That's what it is. See, this is someone that's coming towards you. They are single. They used to be in a commitment, but it wasn't fair. It was something that was unfair. Let's get 3 for the outcome. Yeah, in the challenge position, we've got a family card. It's the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, when it's upright, is, you know, family harmony, like everyone within a household being happy, content, everyone's cups are full. When it's reversed, there's division within a household and people's cups are not full, they're not happy, they're not content, they're discontented. That's the challenge. That's in the challenge position in the outcome. Let's get 2 more for the outcome. Knight of Swords reversed. Ace of Pentacles upright. Queen of Cups upright. This healing and something we want, something that we've worked for, is being granted with the Ace of Pentacles, and it's like a financial leveling up. You know, a giant pentacle is like the same as lots of little pentacles. It's something that we've worked hard for, we've been patient for, we're feeling gratitude. But there's a message that needs to urgently be delivered, and we're not delivering it. That's in the outcome. Let's get 1 more for the outcome. The 8 of Pentacles, hard work, determination, growth, the future, expansion. There's work tools here, there's a hammer and chisel, and there's 8 Pentacles. 8 is all about the future, it's looking forwards. I'm just having a look, because you're the Emperor. You're single though. You could be a single parent or a divorcee. You could be a widower. But you are actively dating and you're looking for your person to set up with. There may be children in the household that aren't happy about this. Or there could be elderly parents that are disconcerted by it, or it's just that you're looking to create a 10 of cups again, you know, to complete the household again. They're showing up as a page, so they are single. They have to be the queen, don't they? Because why would you show up as the emperor and then as the queen? Hi, Brandon. Hi, Krishna. I wonder if they see you and they're like, I really want to offer them like something big. I really want to like move in with them or help them to pay the mortgage, or I really want to like be a part of that family. But I'm not telling them. There's certainly like intention for growth and expansion. They want fairness, like they're not looking to screw anyone over. If you're wondering what this person's intentions are, maybe you've met this person, maybe you haven't, but that's a like actively dating card, that Knight of Pentacles. Let's get just in case you are dating this person already, let's get a message from them. You're my favourite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share, you're my person. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so if you haven't met this person yet, they're coming in for you. They are single. They want reciprocity. They want an equal, fair situation. And they look to be quite successful and hardworking. Express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Okay, someone's not telling the other person, look, I really like you. I want to offer this thing. Queen of Cups can be someone that's heavily in their feels, you know, like the King of Cups. You both got pentacles in your hands, like ready, like I'm ready, you know, to put my half into this. So that's really nice. You are mirroring each other. You look like you're both people that have been in a serious commitment before, so that's good. Why were they previously not looking to? Or why did they withdraw from their last situation? In their last situation, there was a lot of arguments. We've got deadly combo, dangerous when together, triggering explosive, demanding, unrealistic expectations, high maintenance diva. Okay, so that's why they want fairness and reciprocity this time. Cuts both ways, good and bad aspects, mixed blessings, division. So they could never seem to really stay on good terms. It would always turn into arguments. So we found out quite a lot there. Futures embrace, seize prospects, absorb wisdom, and spring into action for your ambitions. They're definitely looking to the future. They are not hung up on the past at all whatsoever, okay? So don't worry about that. They're good to go. Sex shop. This person, I did ask what the issue was with You know, why did they withdraw from the previous connection? Maybe there wasn't a sex life there anymore. Maybe they were having to look elsewhere for that aspect. Or maybe this is how they feel about you. But sex is important to this person. It doesn't mean they're a freak or anything. But it's just they do have a libido, like a healthy libido. And that could have been present in the last, you know, because it said good and bad aspects, cuts both ways. The sex life could have been good in the last relationship, however, they could have been financially draining, high maintenance. So this time they need like a reciprocal love, something that's not going to leave them with an empty wallet, but they want to put their half in, but they need the other person to put their half in. They need something healthy. They could find you very attractive, you know, but there's a lot of love. It's not, or they're gonna fall in love with you. It's not, you know, like filthy or anything just because that's there. It's like it's a normal part of life. It's just the picture that people choose to put on the cards. Let's get the unspoken truth. If love had a weight, would you still carry it? I think that's more about their last person, you know. The thing is, it can't always be roses, you know, like you're going to have disagreements. You're two individuals with very different personalities, characters. The way you've been brought up is different. As long as you can see eye to eye eventually, that's fine, isn't it? But if it's always, you know, devolving into a deadly combat and you're like assassinating each other, that's not good. If there's more burden, you know, than there is light at times, like that's not good. So it is all about balance. They want someone that's gonna see through the bad times, you know, and they've got staying power, you know, but definitely not someone who's toxic, because that's what happens when you stay together and you just really clash and there's a lot of conflict. That would be bad to stick that out, you know, you would need to end that. But this person just wants to know you're going to be there for me, like in the bad times as well as the good, I think. It really doesn't seem like they had proper love, does it, last time? Look, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. They got taken for an absolute ride by someone who was very attractive. Okay, someone that emptied their pockets, that didn't really love them, and that does more damage. You know, finances you can recover mostly, but it just makes you feel like, well, I must not be anything then because that person did that to me, or I must not be anything then because that's all they care about. But that's not the case. It's just a narcissist has a need for their supply, and their supply is normally money and or status. So some people actively choose to stay with a narcissist because they like the comfort of knowing that person's never going to leave them. You know, it's like Harry and Meghan, like for some reason she has a need for lots of money and a need for lots of fame. Okay. She wants the status of being a royal. He's prepared to keep hold of her and provide more money, you know, and he's very dutiful in doing that and sticking by her despite all the division within his family over it. He's given up everything for her. And now I believe that he's done that by choice, and I believe that it's his life, but he's done it because he has abandonment issues. His mum died when he was very young, probably still primary age, like late primary. early high school. So sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you have a fear of being left, you have a fear of abandonment, that love doesn't last forever, or that people don't stay with you forever. So, and growing up in a royal household must be stuffy and weird. Let's be honest. I don't think it's bliss for anyone. But he had to grieve for his mum overnight, very sudden death for Princess Di. And in front of the world, they followed the coffin down the road in front of the world, you know, as a child doing that. He's traumatized, I'm sure he is. Right, so what he gets from Meghan is the fact that she'll never leave. So that's very mutual. You can get people who live mutually happy because it's like a sort of arrangement that suits both people. But this person, it didn't suit them. Okay, it left them very unhappy. There was a lot of arguments, a lot of drama, and they were done for, like, money-wise. Okay, this person isn't a royal. You can't just pull like thousands of pounds out of their arse. So they were dealing with a narcissist. They want a normal relationship. They're free and single. They've lived a life. Okay, they're not going to be naive or do a runner. They want to know, you know, that you're in it for the long haul as well. Let's get you some advice. Edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Okay, so this is you, Sagittarius. Return to the body. When I'm caught up in a stressful moment, I can move my awareness to my body. Is my jaw clenched? My body tense? How is my posture? This helps me to see where I can relax and let go of tension. Now I can return to any situation more calm and present. Okay, so it's a lot putting yourself out there, putting yourself on the line. Maybe some people within the household have got something to say about it. But it's your life and you got to live it for you. Okay, you can't stay single forever in case your kids don't like it or whatever. Truly, anyone that cares about you and loves you, all they should want is for you to be happy. Do you know what I mean? It may just be that you want a complete family life again. You're looking for someone to be a step parent, you know, or someone that could slot in, you know, quite well. And yes, be prepared to take on some of the responsibilities if and when necessary. Most of us would want, you know, would want our loved ones to be happy with, even if they didn't live in our family home. But I tend to take this as whoever's in the household. You'd want their blessing, wouldn't you? But it shouldn't really be their choice, should it? It's not their life, it's yours. So remember that. These are brand new, they're really nice. It's Celestial Realms Oracle deck. Absolutely stunning. Lunar Radiance. Tap into the moon's energy. Reflect, release, and renew your intentions. Okay? You can have what you want. If you want this person, they're going to be yours. Okay? Whether you've met them yet or not. It does look like you're actively dating. Maybe this is going to be the next person that you date. Maybe you're already dating them and you know who I'm talking about. But they're not a naive person. Okay? It's a very emotionally intelligent person. and they want reciprocity. They're not going to have you for your money, or like, you know, do a runner when it gets too hard. They're just asking for like their ride or die. They want that back. Okay. Be patient. Because they got hurt last time, they may look for little cues and little clues that, you know, you are who you say you are, and, you know, you stand on business, you're all right for money. Like, we all do that a little bit, don't we? It's your job to look out for yourself, you know, and check those things. Especially after you've had a terrible, you know, terrible time with someone for that exact reason. If you are dating them, let's get a confession from them. I'm obsessed with you. That's nice. A time of great prosperity is on the horizon. Well, you are going to be a power couple if you're both looking to equally invest. A forgotten spell will bring you unexpected blessings. See, this is something you manifested for yourself. It's something you asked for up to a year ago. You know, someone that's like going to do you right, treat you right, be fair, be loyal. Someone that's going to slot into family life. Make life easier, not harder. Yeah, that's the whole point of a partner. They're supposed to make your life easier, not make it harder. Zero 606, commitment, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, solutions. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. That is so nice for you, because you've had some like harsh readings for like months now. 7777, perseverance. Change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There's a need for change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep on going down the road that you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. That's so nice. That's a really nice reading for you guys. Please take care. If you liked this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. And I will see you in the next one. On to Capricorn. If you're someone that likes to know signs, they could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but they don't have to be. Just dropped all my cards. I feel a bit tense at the moment, like with a couple of different things going on, and I've noticed that if I tuck my tummy muscles in, which is where your solar plexus is, my voice doesn't go as much. And I think when you're not feeling that confident or strong, you can sometimes talk from your throat, and that's where it like strains it. Because although I was poorly recently, I've been well for a good few days now. I mean, I do use my voice a lot, but I'm just wondering if it's what's going on with me at the moment. Right, Cappies. The goat. It would be better if I could say that without losing my voice. The goat. There we go.